This is a Video Vomit found footage tape, Veli vs. Paris, featuring Chris, Diana, and Veli. This is not a regular episode. Everyone is heavily intoxicated and just ranting about nonsense. If you don't like it, you can kiss my little butt.
Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
I didn't know the whole song would be on it.
You guys are bad
After it was
people.
For a while.
Yeah.
You're looking at me.
Yeah.
My hair is wet.
My hair is
It's ready to absorb. Absorb the night. God, I have to get into my motion. Who put me in the corner where I'm gonna kick it?
Hello. Outside world. Day 342 of being stuck in this hell room.
Why do you have so many band-aids all over you?
I'm cut up. I'm working so hard. Look at this. Look at this.
You know what? Shut up. You're distracting me with your weird things.
Hello, everybody. My name is Veli. My favorite flavor of ice cream is Snickerdoodle. It's very hard to find, actually. It makes me a little bit sad.
Vegan Snickerdoodle? They make that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is it like lemon flavor?
Snickerdoodle's not lemon.
No.
It's like chocolate and,
Also no.
a peanut.
Definitely no.
What the hell is Snickerdoodle? Wait,
It's like-
me and Dad also, what is Snickerdoodle?
Okay.
I thought it was like chocolate. I thought it was like a Twix.
Okay,
What was
both
the
of
first
you
thing
know.
I said?
I thought it was a Twix.
No.
I thought a Twix was a big Snicker.
No. Cinnamon. Yes, it's fucking cinnamon.
Yeah.
It's a cinnamon cookie. My favorite flavor of ice cream is Snickerdoodle.
That was so intense for no reason.
That was so Snickerdoodle. Hi, my name is Diana, and my favorite
My name's Diana. My
flavor
pussy's
is
too tight.
hot sauce, and
Wait, your favorite flavor is hot sauce?
I cannot
Start
be.
over.
What do you mean?
Start over.
Chris, you need to close them lips.
My slut lips. How are you gonna learn your name? How are you gonna learn your voice?
You have such slut lips.
I'm fucking whacked, dude.
Dude, call me the mafia, because I'm fucking whack.
My name's Diana. I've never been to the ballet, and I cannot be contained.
Oh.
My name's Chris. My favorite color is gray, and I enjoy the way you don't have your finger in me.
Okay, so I can't touch my toes to the ground, but you can just knock.
I can't touch my toes. Can I tell a work story?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so I just started this new job, and, I'm just working with a bunch of old men, and they came across...
Wait, how old?
60-year-old men.
Oh my god.
They came across this video of a cat, and it was in a barn, of a cat sucking a dog's dick. And it was using its claws to knead the dog's balls. And they were enthralled by this video.
No.
They were all putting it around. And so everybody's passing around this phone with this fucking video on it. And it gets to me. Hey, my coworker, hey Chris, you gotta see this video. It's so weird. I look at the video, I say, guys, I'm a gamer. I go on reddit.com. I literally look at this stuff all day for fun. You can't. This is nothing to me.
Is that really what you said?
Yeah.
Chris, sometimes I really just like genuinely fantasize about like taking your face and just like gently squishing it ever so softly, but like your head is like, but like your head is Play-Doh, so like just slowly your face just caves in on itself, and then I make a really nice really lovely like sculpture out of it, but it kind of vaguely
My face is already a lovely sculpture.
I feel like Chris isn't a person you crush. It's a person that you chase out of somewhere with like a spray bottle.
No,
like
bad.
And he's excited while he's running away because he was bad.
so excited.
He did everything he did was just so you would chase him out anyway.
This makes me picture myself, but like 2 feet tall, and my heart is beating at 99 miles an hour.
It's like an old school like Mickey Mouse cartoon.
Yeah.
Like literally, that's what I'm picturing. Like a very like Chat Noir. Like, is that how you pronounce it?
And I take my hat on
I
and
think
off
it's
like
Chat.
this.
Yeah.
So we literally haven't seen Veli for like a month. Where the heck were you?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Oh, indeed.
So I was in Italy for a month. I was there on a work-study program through my school. So I was working with individuals living with Down syndrome using art therapy. That's what I'm going to school for, in case y'all little kitty cats did not know that.
They're not called kitty cats.
What the fuck are they called? I just said it out of my face.
They're called little fans.
Little fans.
Okay, so little kitty cats, thank you for listening to me. So I was there for about a month, about like 3-ish weeks.
Italy.
I was in Italy. I was in Florence, Italy. Italia. And for a weekend there, I went to Paris, which was cool.
How was Italy?
What? It was like, fine. Well, okay, I'm gonna condense it because it's just like I just have a lot of emotions and they just like come out at me like so fast.
Did Italy suck, dude?
Dude, Italy fucking sucked.
They got fucking Italy.
Like, okay, because like the actual culture there is like so like man heavy. It's like so patriarchal, like hyper masculinity, like very like homophobic and like just like very like against femininity, but like also at the same time like.
Sounds like a place I belong.
I know. I walked into a club there and I was like, Chris needs to be here. No, but it's just
There's
like
so many big beefcake men.
Like, no, it was just like so like the standard there was just like so weird. Like men like the only way that they were friends with each other like is if they were like pieces of shit. Like, do you know what I mean? Like they're not actually genuine friends with each other. They're just like, oh, broads, am I right? Like that kind of shit, you know? Like very like
that's how normie guys are.
It's fucking stupid is what it is.
Fucking gross.
Okay? The taxi cab service, you have to call the cab. If you are American sounding and like male sounding, they literally hang up the phone on you. They don't get you anything because Uber doesn't work there. No other that makes me sound so privileged. But like they don't have any other forms of transportation because the buses stop at 12 o'clock and like at midnight.
Wait, so why don't they let you if you sound like
because they don't fucking want you because they only want to have women there because it's like, ooh, if I have a woman in my taxi cab I can maybe fuck her.
Does that work?
Really?
Does that work?
Yes, literally that's it. And no, it fucking doesn't work. They're just gross. It's stupid.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
real Italy?
Yes. Well, at least in this place. I don't know if like generally, and obviously this is like generally speaking, I'm not speaking for all Italian men, but it's like
you're just talking about your experience.
I'm talking about my experience and like that was it. And it was just like really nasty and grody and like it was just like stupid. Gelato was good. Cheese was good. Yes.
Did everyone wear platform sneakers?
No. I kind of wish they did.
I have no idea what Italy is like now.
Everything you had about it just went out the window.
My whole vision is tarnished.
Jesus Christ.
Did anyone have platform sneakers?
I don't know, maybe.
Italy's been thwarted for me.
Italy has been just cast off the map. Italy who? I don't know her.
I don't.
When's her birthday?
Bad. What?
Birthday bad.
Yeah, so it was fine. I mean, like, it was really pretty. The Duomo was there. The one building that starts with a B was there that I don't remember the name of.
The building
Tower Pisa.
First of all, ew. That's it.
Did you see the big macaroni?
Yeah.
Was there a big macaroni?
Did you see the...
No, wait. Where's the big macaroni?
Did you see the big fun bowl?
Yeah, I did. Oh my god, yeah, no, the big... Yeah. Oh my god, you could toss things in it. It was great.
You could just jump in?
Yeah, and I was like, woo!
Is there...
I got really small.
There were plates on their feet there, right?
What?
There were plates on their feet there, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Boxes on their heads.
I can't tell if your nods are sarcastic to me.
Oh my god! Wait, what's it called? Okay, I was on the train with my coworkers coming home today. They asked me, what am I doing this weekend? And I said, oh, my friend's coming back from Paris. We're gonna go have a big party.
Yeah.
And I was talking, Veli, I was talking about you.
Oh my god, me?
And
you have other friends?
There were three people in the train, me and my two coworkers, and one of my coworkers was like, yeah, did you know the Eiffel Tower is still under construction? And the other coworker was like, what? And he goes, yeah, they put a fake one up just so the tourists had something to look at while they worked on the real one. And he was like, is this real? And me and him were like, yeah, oh my god, you didn't hear about this? It's a big thing.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Dude, I gotta Google this one. Dude, I gotta Google this.
They put up a fake Eiffel Tower.
Dude, I gotta Google this when I get home, dude.
You believed it 100%.
Wow. That's oh.
I would have believed that too.
A fake Eiffel Tower?
I don't know what that means.
Made of what? Yeah, what does it mean?
Well, I would have to look. I would be like, that could be anything. But they put a tarp
Wikipedia page,
over
fake
it.
Eiffel Tower.
They made it out of little wood.
I love it.
Wasn't the Eiffel
put a
Tower
little
supposed to be
tiny-
something else? Was it just be like a big elevator?
It was supposed to be another Statue of Liberty, but they made a mistake.
Design flaw. Major design flaw.
It fell into a big
Wait, but okay, was it supposed to be a big elevator, or is it now a big elevator?
It's a big elevator.
Well, right now it's actually a really small sculpture made out of toothpicks, but it's a mirror trick.
Yes.
So it looks really, really big, and people like think that they're going up it, but it's all just like a game.
Oh,
there's a big
they're
magnifying
actually
glass.
going down below the surface.
Yeah, it's really quite sad actually. Like everyone's like, oh wow, and you just see them like, oh, that's pathetic. So I went to Paris.
Nice.
On a whim while I was in Italy.
How do you go to Paris on a whim?
Honestly, like I had no desire to actually go to Paris. I never had a thought in my mind. I was like, oh man, like I love France and like I want to go to Paris.
How do you not like France?
It just never like occurred. There was never like anything that was like a driving force to me. That was like, oh my god, let me go get a baguette. Like I don't fucking know.
I love baguettes.
That's great. This is my story, Diana.
I wear baguettes.
Anyway, so, because, like, so I'm a very, like, I know it doesn't seem it, but, like, I'm a very, like, introverted person a lot of the time, and I really like to just, like, have my alone time to kind of, like, recharge and, like, set up myself again,
Yeah.
So...
Me too.
I had been with, like, my classmates, like, for so long already, and, like, I just, like, nothing against them, but, like, I just really need to, like, separate, and, like, kind of, like, be on my own and, like, do my own thing. So I got... a ticket to Paris on Monday for Friday, and I got an Airbnb for the weekend.
That's so impulsive. Like, I don't know if I could do that, honestly.
Honestly, it's just like...
you were just like, let me fly to Paris, get an Airbnb, and just do it?
Yeah, and just fucking do it. Yeah, that was it, yeah.
That's
not?
really spontaneous.
Yeah, because it's just like, honestly, my thought process was that I really wanted to see the catacombs. That was, like, my biggest thing that I wanted to see.
Ooh, I want to see the catacombs, too.
Same!
Did you see them?
I will get to that. So I was just like, I really want to see that, and I'll be able to like be by myself and kind of like do my own thing and like like be my own person, just do whatever the fuck I want to. So I was
honestly,
I
don't think I could do that.
No, I totally think anyone can be able to do that. I think that it's just like you have to be like in the right headspace, and you have to be like, I got this. Like I can do it, because you have to be comfortable like being alone. You have to be like okay with being alone.
I think I'd worry too much. I don't know, like, oh, is this gonna work out? I don't know this bit. Like, I've never been to an Airbnb yet.
You know what? I totally would have wanted to do that, like, being with you in California for more than 2 days.
What?
I just kept fantasizing about you,
leaving?
like, cowering in the corner crying while I screamed at you.
You said you wouldn't talk about that. Oh my god, how embarrassing. On my own podcast.
On my own podcast, how dare you?
Spraying you with the bottle again.
Not again.
While you cry.
So anyway, I went to work. Oh, I was going there for work. I went to Italy for work. Oh wait, I already mentioned that.
Yeah.
You went to class.
Yeah.
So you went to Italy for 3 weeks and then spontaneously just went to Paris for a weekend?
For a weekend, yeah, just because.
Wow.
I mean, the flight is only about an hour and 15 minutes, and really cheap, and like everything was just like really cheap. Like, so it was just like, why the fuck not? Because it's like, like when you're in America, everything's so far away from you. Like you can go to like states in the state, like in the country, states in the country, but it's like, why am I going to go to Wyoming?
Veli, honestly, some states are so far away.
Can we go to Wyoming and chase some tornadoes?
No!
Can we go to Wyoming and make dirt clods and throw them at Diana?
Actually, I would actually really love to chase a tornado.
Can we make some dirt clods and chase a tornado and throw them into the tornado?
Yeah, and then we all just
There
die.
are tornado chasers. Like, that's somebody's whole life.
Oh
Yes.
my god, this is our next trip.
We usually go to California every year. We're gonna go to
Wyoming. Wyoming.
And become tornado chase. That's someone like, oh, what does your son do? Oh, he chases tornadoes.
Oh, I love him. He's my favorite son. I have 2 others, but they just don't match up.
My 2 other sons flew into the sky.
Goodbye. My name is Glinda. I'm from the fucking Wizard of Oz.
They're technically space cadets, little space cadets.
Oh my god.
Viciously whipped.
Major
Imagine if tornadoes just flung you into space and they got stuck there?
Oh, I would love it. Oh my god. The beginning of the new Evangelion movie.
You can breathe like a boy
but
genius.
everybody would fucking be a tornado chaser. And
Would
then
be a
where's the
tornado.
thrill? Where's the thrill then? You know?
Right, then everything's
Everybody's fucking
stupid.
doing it, yeah.
Everybody's stupid.
Bunch of normies, you'll see me floating up there with them.
Hey Kyle, you got a solid category 5 today? Hey, yeah, Brandy was good.
Bro, these broads!
But in Italian.
Don't bother me when I got my steak and my beard. Bother me when I'm with my babes.
Okay, so
That was a tangent.
I want to scream because I had this exact same thing when I was little.
Oh, no
Like
way.
not even like this is the exact thing, the exact color, and it was like
that's so cute.
faded like that.
What is that?
What is that?
What is it?
I'm
It's a
like
dream
crazed
catcher.
right now. It's like a little symbol of a dream catcher.
Yeah, a friend of mine gave it to me.
That's so.
A couple years
I
ago.
feel
actually.
scared.
No, don't be scared. It's a sign of the universe saying that this is meant to be.
I know, but the universe is a jerk to me all the time.
No.
Why would you say that?
Because it likes to play tricks on me, and then I go ouch.
The universe is just scheming. It's always scheming.
Well, she's my friend, but like she's a mean friend.
Well,
but I
she's
love
my
her.
friend, but like I like her. She's like a little crazy and also a little like flirty.
Yeah.
But like I'm just like, ooh, what are you about?
Yeah, then she's like Minna. She like comes in, she screams at me, and then rolls on the floor, and then when I try to pet her, she runs away.
I love it. I love it. That's like kind of hot.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
oh my
kind of
God.
hot, but it's also like my soul and my heart are always in pain because why won't you love me back, universe?
I have so many bug bites on me. The mosquito.
Me too.
Okay, the mosquitoes in Italy do not fucking care about you or anything that you have to do. I'm not kidding. I have over 30 on me right now.
30 mosquitoes?
30. I have 30 on me.
mosquitoes?
I have 30 on me that are ready to go whenever I want.
Well, you know what would be sad if like the reason why mosquitoes were biting you is because they thought they see humans kissing and they think it's beautiful and they want to kiss you too, and they don't realize that they're sucking your blood and putting poisonous spit in you.
I saw. Did you ever see that video of mosquitoes? I saw it on Facebook where it's a human and they have sweaty skin, and then there's a screen set up, and you just see their proboscises coming through the screen. There's like millions of them, and they're just vicious trying to get to the skin.
Dude, good vibes.
It's terrifying. It's not good vibes at all.
Kiss.
No, they want to stab. It's literally it's the female only mosquitoes.
Because they're just so loving and motherly.
Loving and motherly.
Kill it.
Fucking kill it, babe.
Oh, I love that one drop that you saved for me.
Ooh, one drop.
Do you know what that's?
Ooh, heaven is the place on earth.
Does someone next?
That sounded like me when I get really passionate.
Hold on a second. I'm just gonna text Artemis because she asked what's going on.
My name's Diana. My pussy's too tight.
Okay, where was I? Oh, yes. So I took a flight. I got in. It's an hour and 15 minutes away. Like so easy. I'm sitting there at the airport, and so I'm outside in the smoking section. And I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, like, do I want to take a taxi? Do I want to take a bus? Do I want to take a taxi? Do I want to take a bus? And so my actual place itself was, you know, like, about like 15 minutes away, and I was thinking to myself, like, you know, I could really take a taxi because, like, I only have a certain amount of time here. I don't know how much time the bus is going to take. I know the taxi will take me directly to the place that I need to be.
Is it 50 minutes away?
It's 50 minutes away, yeah.
That's not that far.
No, it's not that far, but the thing
That's
is...
an expensive
That's an
taxi,
expensive taxi, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. So, but then I finally figured to myself, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I'm just going to figure out how to be able to take the bus and take it into, like, the main central area and then take the train because I need to take the train anyway. That was my main form of transit, like, when I was over there. So I was like, let me figure this out now so that, like, when it actually comes time, I'm not like, what is going on? So I get to the actual, like, spot itself. I take the train, and so I get off. Don't remember the actual train stop, but I get out and I go to the bar where the key was dropped off to for my Airbnb. And so,
Why did he drop? I thought he would be at the bar.
you would think.
What'd you have to
literally
do?
think.
Did you leave it with the bartender?
He left it with the bartender, yeah. So I walked up there and he was like, bonjour. And I was like, hi. I don't know French, like, at all. And he was like, okay. That's not a French accent at all, but I was like,
Okay.
yeah.
That's like a pipsqueak.
It was that was stupid. I'm sorry.
It's a Nimrod accent.
So I went to him and I was like, yeah, so, like, there should be an envelope here, like, underneath my name, Veli. And he was like, oh, okay. And so, like, he went back and I was, like shuffling through, and he was like, oh, like, this is for you. And I was like, awesome, cool. So it had the dude's name, and it had his number on it, and so, like, my key was inside of it. So I got out, and so luckily the actual place itself was maybe like a 5-minute walk away. So I get outside of the bar, and so I take my quick walk there, and so the actual apartment itself, okay? So from the street, it's complete, like, it's like steel doors, right? Like entire steel doors that like are huge, gargantuan, and like really foreboding. Like
you know that your place was gonna be scary.
No! I didn't know a single thing. I just knew that I was getting a friggin' place.
You didn't look at it first.
No! I didn't look at anything. I'm stupid, okay? Whatever.
So you didn't search the scariest place to stay in France?
Honestly, well, I mean, when you put it that way, like, I kind of looked at, like, the most, like, haunted and frightening, like, sexy places that I could find.
God. That's what I would have done.
That's literally what I did, yeah.
Why would you do that?
I want to see the haunted
What if a ghoulish witch is your B&B?
But she would be sexy.
She would be sexy, and she would
What if
say,
she's
welcome.
white and scary?
And say, bonjour, comme.
What if she goes, bonjour,
What is welcome in French?
bonjour,
It would literally be...
I didn't even say what Diana said. It
would literally be, bonjour, comment ça va? Like, it's like, hello, how are you? Like, literally it.
There's no welcome?
I hate how fucking cool you are.
What? So, okay, so I walked in, like, through the thing. I had to punch in a code. I walked in. So now the main hallway of it is actually open to, like, the elements. Like, there's no, like, actual, like... It's not normal. It's not a normal place.
So you went through a big door.
Went through a huge... It was actually quite a nice shade of really dark emerald green. It was probably very vibrant when it was put in, but, you know... Time and weathering.
Right. Babe, time.
I know. It changes us all.
We were all once vibrant emerald green.
Vibrant emerald green. My favorite color, actually. So I walked through the hallway, and like this natural light was coming through, and so there were mailboxes on either side of it, and there were the two main doors to like the on either side of this hallway. Which, mind you, everything was like very like marble tiled, like off-white.
It's fancy shit.
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
No, it was like outside.
Scary.
No, it wasn't even scary. It was just neutral. It was like...
It wasn't scary. It wasn't
like,
fancy.
No, it was like... imagine you playing Bayonetta, and it's a very, like... It's a safe place.
Okay.
Like, there's nothing going on there. There might be, like, one really small treasure item, but you're just really quickly passing through it. Like, there's nothing spectacular there.
I feel that.
You know? So, I walked through the door, I punched in my code again.
Hey, gamers, did you hear that?
Hey, gamers!
Hey, gamers, did you hear that Bayonetta reference?
Yes. So, I walked through the door... And so mine was on the very, very last floor, 7 floors up. So I walked up 7 flights of stairs because there was no elevator. There was no elevator. So, which like is fine, you know. Like I need my like daily steps.
Are you sure they didn't have like a pulley system? Imagine
a pulley system. I just like shrink myself down into this little box and I pull myself up.
Yeah, were you wearing your Pokemon Heart Gold pedometer?
I did.
Nice.
I was, yeah. Pikachu grew like 2 levels that day and it was so hot.
I literally have that.
It was so hot.
It was so fucking sexy, dude. So I get up to my floor. Now, this is gonna sound dramatized, but please believe me when I say this, okay? Every single floor upward, like, when you actually looked at the apartment floor, like, it was a really, really small floor, just like a little landing with, like, 4 doors to it, right? With, like, mini hallways to each one. Really nicely tiled, really nicely done, you know, it's just like a casual, like, little, like, just like you were walking through, like, no big deal. Now, you got up to the very top floor, which is my floor, okay? And I stopped at this little landing, looking up this one small flight of steps, which is about 6 steps. And I was looking upward, and I saw that the entire floor, you know, like that red tiling, like that red brick tiling?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
Smashed up like someone had took a jackhammer to it. Concrete underneath of it also smashed up. It was really just pieces of broken tile and powder everywhere. It was not flat.
Like, they had to try to do
No! No.
So when you stepped, you were stepping in like dust?
Yes! Like
What?
if I fell onto it, I would have been physically hurt. Like I would have had things jammed into
Someone
me.
played a freaking joke
Someone
on
pushed
you.
you down.
Literally, someone like smacked an egg on my face and ha, stupid idiot.
Smashy block!
Literally, egg on my face, ha. Yeah.
Why would someone do that?
So my door was on the first floor.
Who's
on the
your
left-hand
fucking
side.
neighbor? Birdo? You hear that, gamers?
Birdo. So I'll tell you about my neighbor actually.
Yeah.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
What is going on?
Listen, who cares? Just keep it in.
I can. It was coming out so
you
fast.
keep it into the business. Nobody cares.
Do you want some
I
more?
don't need water.
Fucking dumb idiot.
I did too much.
That's me. Every day.
Can you please just include that one part?
I'm just gonna include Diana going.
What? Actually, you want some?
Everybody makes fun of my laugh when I do that. It's like they say Woody Woodpecker.
Dude, everyone laughs at my laugh. Welcome to the fucking club.
I almost said diddly. Literally, Diana has had the most laugh evolution I've ever heard. Because she went. And she went. And then she goes.
I don't even know. I mean, now there's just several variations. I still screech. I still do all of them. Now there's just like a conglomerate.
It's like a pterodactyl got ran over by a steamroller.
Just everything.
Queen of invention.
I can just pick all of them now. I have a million laughs. I can be dainty, like
Show me 3. Show me 3.
Come on, give us 3 right now.
Silence. This is all Diana.
Well, that was a laugh. So there's one, and then there was my. I can't. They have to occur naturally. Stop! No! Don't do this to me. I hate this. Stop! I mean, no! I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It's embarrassing me. I'm getting shy.
I couldn't hold it. I'm getting shot.
Are you getting fucking bashful?
I'm getting fucking bad.
Fucking slime.
Okay, so where did I leave off? The broken
crunchy tiles.
Yeah. So my door. Okay, so this is how the floor was set up. It's really, really, really small. Actually, the floor itself is really, really, really tiny. It's only at that one landing. There's a door to the immediate left-hand side. There's a really minuscule hallway about 2 feet long. Another door. You walked across this really small hallway about 7 feet long, and there was one more door right at the end of it. And
So at the top of the stairs, it was like a small room with 3 doors.
kind of, but not even a door. Like, not even a room. It was like a floor. Like a really, really small landing.
A landing.
It was a really, really small landing.
And it was broken gravel?
Broken tile, cement, gravel, whatever the hell it was.
Alright,
and
so
I know that sounds dramatic, but I swear, please just... Have I ever lied?
Look up a picture of gravel.
And then smash it up.
But it's already gravel!
Smash it up!
It was just like little pieces and bits.
Yes.
It wasn't even just a whole...
No. So I went to my door, right? And so, like, I was like, okay, I mean, like, it is what it is. Like, you know, whatever. I spent, like, less than $100 for the entire weekend for it. So I was like, it's fine. You know, like, whatever. It's essentially just like a room that I'm sleeping in. So I turn my key to the right, and it doesn't open. Okay? So I turn my key to the left. Doesn't open. So I'm like, oh, okay. I turn my key to the right again. And it's like moving, like it's like switching things, like clicking things and whatever. It doesn't open. And I switch it back to the left again. And it does not open.
Was it the right room?
It was the right room. I read the email over and over and over again from the Airbnb.
Huh.
So I like tried to push it in, wouldn't open. Tried to pull it out, wouldn't open. Tried to open it and like do everything to it as I possibly could. I was sitting there for about 3 minutes. It doesn't sound like a long amount of time, but if you really think about how long 3 minutes is, 3 minutes is a
In
long
the gravel hallway.
That's like 500 seconds.
Yeah, it's a long time. So I'm just like, okay, I'll send him an email. So like, I'm not even really that worried because I was saying to myself, I was like, worst comes to worst, like, yeah, it's gonna suck, but like, I'll just get myself a room, I guess, you know, like, whatever. So I sit down at the top of the landing, right? And so I'm like sitting there, I'm like, just like on my phone, I'm like, da-da-da, whatever, I'm like looking through like Facebook, whatever. And I hear behind me a door opens, right? And so now it's the apartment right behind me that's next to mine, right, in that little hallway.
Not yours.
Not mine.
Okay.
And so I turn around, and so I see a tall, slender woman in a tank top, no bra, only panties. Nice. Oh, tank top, no bra, panties. Only... You know what I... Okay.
It was Slender Woman, dude.
Dude, yeah. And so she looked at me, and she just went...
Came out of her crypt.
She looked at me, and she just gave me this look, and she was like, oh... And I turned towards her, and the only thing that I could feasibly, like, came out of my mouth and into existence, and I just looked at her and went, I'm so sorry.
Why are you sorry?
I don't know, but it was the only thing that came up, because I just saw her, and she was, like, in this tank top and panties, and I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know what... I don't know.
You're literally in a foreign land, and you didn't
Yeah, and she was just like, okay. And then she just closed the door. And I was like, okay. And so I just like went back to doing what I was doing. And like 2-3 minutes later, a dude comes up the steps and he goes, bonjour. And I was like, hello. And so like, obviously I'm not going to pretend I know French. Okay, I'm not going to pretend. And so like he started talking to me in English.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Because he was like,
do a lot of people know English there?
A lot of them do, but also a lot of them don't. Yeah. So I mean, like, you're kind of playing your best guess.
Okay.
Like, I talked to some, like, policemen, and, like, some of the time they're like, oh, I don't know English at all. And I would talk to other policemen, they're like, yeah, of course, whatever.
Oh.
But,
wow.
Why are you talking to so many policemen?
Because I didn't know where bus stations were, okay? Anyway.
Did they know you go on Facebook and say, fuck cops?
Yeah, they did. And that's why they said, I don't know English.
They said, oh, yeah, you're fuck cop Veli.
Yeah. Fuck cop 420 smoke and blaze Veli. Yeah, so...
Excuse me?
Yeah,
Are you serious? Wait, hold on, I'm gonna cut... Seriously?
What?
You're gonna make fun of weed? Like, don't make fun of fucking weed on my podcast.
I would never make fun of weed.
Slut mouth, be gone.
Don't make fun of fucking weed on my podcast.
I'll make fun of whatever the fuck like, he's talking whatever, and I tell him the situation, because he's like, oh, like, what are you doing here? I was like, oh, like, my Airbnb, like, I'm in the apartment next door. And so we were talking for a second, he goes, oh, pretty much, he was just like, oh, like, good luck, whatever. I was like, yeah, thanks so much. And he goes inside to actually the woman's apartment, who came outside to look at me, right? Yeah, so she actually thought that I was him, and that's why she came outside. So that's why the whole weird thing happened there. Yeah,
she had like a booty call, dude.
Basically, yeah. So then, like that happened, and so like I'm sitting there, or whatever, and so like it's about 20 minutes pass by, and I'm like waiting for a message back from my Airbnb dude. 20 minutes pass by, and so the dude comes out again.
Ooh.
So he comes out again, and so like he goes, "Oh, dude, really? Like the guy hasn't messaged back?" And I was like, "No, he hasn't." And so it's like, "Oh, like
that's really friendly of a stranger."
Yeah, no, he was just like talking to me, like really like normally. And so he was like, oh, like after like a minute of talking, he was like, why don't you go outside, like, like go to a bar, like grab a beer, like check out the city a little bit. And I was like, yeah, you're right, like, sure, fine. I mean, he was right. I was getting wrapped up in like my head of like, trying to figure out how to get in.
Sitting there for like half an hour.
Yeah, basically. And so, like, we're walking down the steps. I was, like, going after him, whatever. So we went downstairs together, and so, like, we're bullshitting. Like, we're, just, like, talking to one another, like, sharing some laughs, and, like, whatever.
Wow, that's really friendly.
Yeah. And so, like, we went outside, and so, like, I shook his hand, and I was like, thanks for being so hospitable towards me, and, like, just, like, talking to me, literally. And I was like, maybe I'll see you around. And he goes, oh, well, actually, I was going to invite you if you wanted to come grab a beer with my cousin and my cousin's friends.
Ooh.
And so I was like, sitting there, I was like,
oh, my God. You're literally in Paris, France.
Yeah, and so I was like,
how does this happen?
Sure.
Really?
I was like, yeah, okay. So I literally just had my backpack with me, which had everything that was going to be with me. My my passport, 3 t-shirts, a pair of jeans, and my pair of boots that were on my feet. Like, that was all that I had with me. So I was like, yeah, sure, like, I'll go with you, why not? We were walking in, so I was like, oh, I didn't even ask, like, what your name was, and he was like, oh, Pierre. And I was like, oh, cool, okay, like, my name is Veli. But I thought to myself, I was like, of course it's Pierre.
That's so lucky.
Pierre.
I was like, I'm in France, of course it is. He was he was literally an angel. Like, Pierre, if you're listening to this, like, I love you. You will always have a place in my heart.
Pierre. Leave a comment, Pierre.
Wait, so he only fucked her for 20 minutes?
I don't know what they did. I didn't ask. It's none of my business. I keep to myself.
Dude, I literally fucked for 4 hours.
Moving on.
I don't come.
So we got onto the train, and so we go to the stop that we're supposed to go to. And so when we get off, we start walking towards the actual bar itself. And so it literally looks like this like square steel building, right? Building. And so I'm like standing outside of it, and I like thought to myself like really quick. I was like, if I'm gonna be robbed, this would be the time that I would be robbed. Like walking into this,
it looks like a big steel box.
It looks like a big steel box. Like it looked terrifying.
And you're alone in a country you've never been to.
This man who's
a stranger named Pierre.
Yes, named Pierre.
The most scary name.
Terrifying. The name of legend. So we open up the door, and there were like people like inside, like right there. And so I was like, oh, okay, obviously, like then maybe this isn't like a weird bad place or whatever. So we walk up this winding steps, and it leads us like to this rooftop bar, which is actually fucking beautiful. Whoa. And there's like fake grass all over like everything. Like the umbrellas are like these like reed papyrus like wooden things. Everything's really really pretty.
Aww.
And so I meet his cousin, who's named Nicolas. Really lovely person. I meet all his friends. Really wonderful people, and they all spoke French like initially like natively. but they also all spoke English. So they all spoke to me in English, and like only when they had side conversations did they speak in French. So it was actually like really sweet.
Oh, so they spoke to each other in French?
Yes.
Whenever you weren't around?
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Oh, they were nice enough to...
Yeah. No,
They
it was
wanted
really
you to
lovely,
be
yeah.
included. Oh my god!
So, like time goes on, and so like, I decided to myself to like give a call to the Airbnb guy, because I was like, about an hour and a half passed by, like, we had about like a beer, and I was like, I never got a message, so I was like, okay.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
So, I went to go give them a call, right? And so I give them a call, I leave them a voicemail, but then he texts me back instead. He goes, hey, did you get the key? No, he doesn't answer. He texts me back and says, hey, did you get the key? And I was like, hey, yeah, I sent you a message in Airbnb and I just left you like a voicemail. I can't get in, da-da-da. And he goes, oh, you have to pull the door in towards you and like, do this and that. And he goes, you should manage it. And I was like...
Ew.
You're literally paying him!
Yeah, and I literally like read that and I was like, yeah, you know what, I will fucking manage it, thanks. And I literally like was just like, okay, cool.
Ew.
And so then I walked back to the table, and so like it was Pierre and Nicola there, and so they went like, oh, we're gonna go grab like some food and maybe go out to a club, like, do you want to come with us? And I was like,
Yeah.
why the fuck not? Like,
Yeah.
okay, sure.
That's so cool. You met him just...
Yeah, like,
happened to meet him on the stairs?
yeah. So went to the
This
food
only
place.
happens to Veli.
Went to the food place, we got some food, whatever, and so like we're bullshitting, having some fun, whatever, and it was really funny because like they maybe had like 1 to 2 beers, hammered.
I wish.
They were hammered, and I was like,
Were they like stronger than our beers?
How old would you say?
like my age, like 25, 26, 27, like in like that age
How
range.
old are you?
25.
I know, silly.
But like no, but honestly, if I could get drunk off 2 beers.
No, I was like
Okay.
flabbergasted because I was like, really, guys? Like a beer and a half? Like, okay. So, like, like, I bought them, I also bought them, like, like, food for everybody. It was, like, it was really cheap, too. But it was, like, a good gesture from me. Just be like, thanks so much for, like, having me be a part of everything, whatever.
Being hospitable.
Yeah. Huh. So after they were like, oh, we're gonna go out to this one club, like, do you want to come? And I was like, yeah, why the fuck not? Sure. So we go out to the club, we sit by the canal, we eat our food, whatever, we go into the club, and when we walk inside, like, the main area is, like, more, like, pop mainstream sort of music, but then there's, like, the side room, which is, like, EDM music, right?
What is the music in France? Like, is it...
I mean, like, the club, like, that I went to, like, that, and honestly, every club that I went to, like, during that weekend was just very, like, popularized, like...
It's all French, right?
No, it's, like, all, like, English, and, like, or, like, if you go to a place that's, like, there's a lot of R&B stuff there, there's also a lot of, like, Latin music playing.
It's not in French?
No, not typically.
Really?
Yeah, at least from what I noticed. But also this is the clubs that are in the main immediate area, so I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, so we went there. It's like they were all like drinking whatever, and everything was like good and whatnot. We were like all dancing, like it was like really cute. Like everyone was having like a really fun time. The dudes were beginning to feel like more like comfortable with me, and they were like pulling me in by like my neck and like like resting their heads onto me, and like it was like super cute. Like it was very, very cute.
And you
Everything was
just
super
met
cute,
these
too.
guys.
Yeah.
That is really cute.
So are people cuter in France than in Italy? From what?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Italy. Oh dude, fuck Italy. Wait, I really need to pee.
Mm-hmm.
So, like there's like one room like with just like EDM music, and then there's like the main room with like the pop music, whatever. Mm-hmm. So we're all there, and like we're all like hanging out, we're like drinking a bit, like we're dancing a bit, like it's fun, like we're all having a good time, whatever. And
This is what I have to deal with every day of my life.
Yeah, I heard she doesn't want to be in here.
No, she does. She just wants to be terribly bad. Are you beasting?
Are you beasting?
no, she wants to be in here.
Wild!
No, she wants to be in here so she can run away. And then she's gonna come back. As soon as you open the door, she's gonna be sneaking in, peeking her little head in here.
So yeah, we're like just like drinking, like like dancing, like having a good time, whatever. And so like time's gone by, and so like they're all just like getting like royally hammered, right? And I've literally had maybe like 3 beers most, and like a tequila shot from a round that I bought.
Ew, like
they were all
I wish.
dying. Okay. And I was like, I don't know if they like drank like heavily, like when I wasn't looking.
Veli's literally like amateurs.
Literally, yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Like I was kind of mad.
No, but like I'm mad. Like why do I shouldn't need as much alcohol as I do to get wasted.
Same.
It's so expensive.
And it's so rude.
It's so expensive and it's so fucking rude. Like please 2 beers.
I wish
please.
my liver was failing, honestly. I really was failing.
So night goes on, like whatever, like we're all dancing and having a good time. So like later on, like Pierre goes to me like, oh, like do you want to go outside and smoke a cigarette? And I was like, yeah, sure. And so, it's me, Pierre, and, like, Nicola's, like, in, like, a separate little group, like, all the other friends, whatever, and so, I gave Pierre a cigarette, and so we're, like, talking, whatever, and, so, as we're talking, girl comes up to us, and she asked me, like, oh, like, do you happen to have a cigarette? And I was like, oh, yeah, sure.
Just some stranger, or was she part of the group?
No, random person.
Oh.
And so, I was like, yeah, sure, it's fine. And so I give her a cigarette, and so, like, she starts talking to Pierre, and then, like, I start talking to her, and I'm like, oh, like, what's your name? And she's like, oh, it's Rachel. And I'm like, oh, like, that doesn't sound very French. And she was like, yeah, I'm actually from New Mexico. Like, I've been studying in France for the past 3 years. So I've been living here for... Diana just tried to take a sip of root beer, but the cap was on.
No one look at me.
So, like, we get to, like, we start to talking, whatever, and, like, we're smoking a cigarette. I meet then her roommate, Anis, and he's just, like, the sweetest person under the sun, right? Like, he's, like, so respectful, so lovely, so pleasant.
Sweet?
Everyone was so nice.
Oh my god!
So, like...
Anis.
Shut up. It's actually really funny. That night, Rachel literally went to him, like, out of the blue and was just like, I just realized your name is really close to anus. And he was just like, yeah. Like, he was like, yeah.
Imagine he was like, oh, fuck, I never realized my whole life.
So, like, as, like, the night goes on, like, me, Rachel, and Anis begin to, like, kind of, like, be, like, our own little thing. Mm-hmm. Because, like, we were clicking so easily, And, like, I really, like, I enjoyed my time with the other group and, like, like, being, like, with them and everything, but...
Oh, you were, like, drifting away from the original group?
Yeah. So I was just kind of, like, being, like, with them some more, and, like...
Oh, my God.
Like, right. So...
Veli, you're so fucking cool. You just hit it off with everybody.
So... like, as the night's going on, like, whatever. So, Rachel was, like, kind of feeling, like, some of the people that were, like, in the other group, and,
they've never met any...
No. They never met each other ever at all. And so, like, we walk outside, and so Pierre, like, Pierre thought the story of how me and him met that day was so funny that he was telling everybody. So Rachel comes up to me, and she's like, you can't get into your Airbnb? And I was like, no, I can't. And she was like, just stay with us.
A stranger.
Yeah, and so I was like, and so I thought to myself, really briefly in that moment... And I just, like, I was, like, sitting there, I was like, okay.
You're in another country!
Yeah, and so I was just like, yeah.
You're surrounded by just strangers. That takes, like... Wow. I give you so much credit, honestly.
It was, it was great. So,
I'd be anxious and stuff. I don't know if I could do that.
Well, I think it's also because, like, I think the one thing that I really took away from being there also is that, like, there's no preconceptions. Like, you're there, and the identity that you decide to portray and the person that you are, like, how you really want to be seen and how you really, really feel is what you show off, is like what you is how you actually are, like, what you want to be seen as, like, this is a person. Yeah, whereas, like, like, where you're, like, born and raised and stuff, like, all your, like, main friend groups, like, typically saw how you grew up, saw who you were, and, like, so on and so forth, and know you really, 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 really well.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, of, like, everything, so, like, when you go to a new place, you can kind of, like... like, you can almost just, like, become the person that, and, like, want to, like, you are the person that you want to be.
You can change, your whole perception about yourself.
Right, exactly. So, yes, so, she offered me the place to stay, and I was like, yeah, okay, why not?
You had such a spontaneous weekend?
Yes. So, yeah, I just spent the weekend with them. I never went to my Airbnb one time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really?
Not even one time. Yeah.
Oh my god, and you paid for it?
Did you tell him to fuck himself?
Well, I honestly just ended up paying for it because, like, everything that happened during that weekend, because that was only the first night, everything that happened, like, during that weekend was just, like, so incredible and, like, truthfully, like, really, like, influential, like, on my, like, really shifted my perception of things, like, as of right now, that, like, I literally just said to him, I was like, you know what? Take it. It's fine. Because if it weren't for him, I wouldn't have had that experience. So I was like, it's okay.
Wow.
I just didn't want to deal with that, Yeah, so...
That's really cool.
It was really great. I really loved it.
So you had, like, a great time.
Oh, yeah, no, like, I had the greatest time.
Wait, so you stayed with these strangers?
Yes. I stayed with them the entire weekend. That night, we went back to their place, and, I left out this part. It's a penthouse suite. On the top floor of this apartment building, balcony all the way around it.
What does
gorgeous.
A penthouse suite actually mean?
It's, like, the entire floor is just theirs.
Really?
Like, everything is just theirs.
So cool.
And, like, it's, like, 800 times better than anything my Airbnb could have been. And, like, there were 4 roommates there. There was Anis, Rachel's boyfriend, and then this one guy, James, who's, like, never there, right? Because he, like, stays with his girlfriend most of the time, right?
Ew.
So, Rachel's boyfriend, Luca, had actually left that morning to go do, like, a rugby thing, if I remember right. So I literally just, like, hopped in, like, and took his place, essentially, like, for the weekend. Like, we literally slept in the same bed together. Like, it was...
You slept in a stranger's bed?
It was
Like,
cool.
same.
Yeah, like, mood, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Like,
Yeah. So we
what a
spent
fucking weekend.
Yeah, so we spent the rest of the night just like smoking cigarettes on the balcony and just like looking over like the city.
Paris,
or whatever.
France.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why, ew.
Because I want that.
But yeah, so like the next day, I woke up and Rachel was playing The Sims on her Xbox, and we
You woke up and she was playing The Sims on her Xbox.
I loved every second of it. I literally just lay down on the couch and she was telling me everything about her family and the characters that she had, and I loved it. So that day I was going to be going out to the Louvre just like to look at some things. Like the Louvre was cool. Like the actual grounds themselves were like really beautiful. Like it was really interesting just from like an architectural sort of perspective, because it's like so many different like squares of like places like to actually like, be in and stuff, and they actually have like the palace grounds that are like open to the public also. But in the very center of it, there's like this triangular piece that's made out of glass that you can walk through that actually enters you into the actual museum itself. So you go underground and then you're in the museum and you can be able to go wherever it is that you want to, whichever wing.
Cool.
It's underground?
Yeah. But then the actual, like, you can be able to, like, whichever wing that you go into actually brings you into the actual portions of the palace to walk through for the actual museum itself.
How tiny is the Mona Lisa?
Shrinky dinky as fuck. Yeah, no, it was, like, so stupid, too, because, like, so the actual Mona Lisa itself is about, like, 2 glass panes, like, in front of it, of, like, different, like, sizes, like height-wise, and each one is tinted, like, blue, so, like, everyone that's in front of it doesn't even actually see the actual color of, like, the Mona Lisa itself. It's, like, behind like a blue tint.
Bulletproof
glass. Literally bulletproof glass.
Why is it tinted?
I don't know, because it's stupid.
He's gonna fucking come in and shoot the Mona Lisa.
Fuck you, Mona!
Somebody would do that. Yeah.
Literally.
How big is it, would you say? Like
Like 8 by 11.
Ew.
Like a sheet of computer paper.
The Mona Lisa?
The Mona fucking Lisa.
Why does everybody like it so much?
Because you don't know if she's happy.
I don't know what's going on in this
has
picture.
long-
I love it.
She has long hair.
Literally. So I didn't know anything about like what was actually in the Louvre. I didn't do any research prior of like what was actually in
You
there.
just knew that it was there.
No, I didn't know.
You didn't know the Louvre was where it was?
I knew where the Louvre was, but I didn't know what was inside of it. I just like went because I wanted to go.
You just knew that the Louvre was there.
Was
Yeah.
it was a place to go?
Yeah, it was a place to go, and so I went.
So
You
you
knew
went
the Mona
there
Lisa was
and you
there,
didn't
right?
even
No.
move it?
You didn't know the Mona Lisa?
I didn't know the Mona Lisa was there, and also fuck you.
Wait, what did
Diana.
Diana say? Wait.
You went there, you didn't even move it.
Ew. Yeah, so I was actually getting really, really mad because I was walking through the corridors and I was like, why the fuck are there so many people in here? I'm just trying to fucking walk through. And then like I would see in front of me like the Venus de Milo, you know, and I'd be like, and then I walk through another room and I'm like, why the fuck are there so many people? Oh, the Mona Lisa's right there.
It's like, can you like look at it for like, how long do you need to look at it?
Everyone was just sitting there and be like, oh my god, I need to take a fucking picture.
Don't take a picture, look at it and fucking leave. There's a million pictures of the Mona Lisa. Go.
Literally, you can find a better one on Google.
The statue of David's there too, right?
No.
No?
Statue of David.
No, it's in Venice or Rome.
Is it like a penis statue? One of those penis
Yeah.
It's one of the penis statues.
Ooh, big sexy, big sexy.
I didn't even
I
see
love a little penis.
Ding, 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 ding.
I love a little penis. I love a little penis too.
Me too.
Just a little one.
So yeah, so like Rachel said to me, I was like, oh, like we're gonna be going out towards 9, so like, you know, come back towards 9. I was like, okay, sure. So I came back around like, you know, like 5, 6 o'clock, and so like I took a small nap, and the entire time, literally, Rachel was just playing The Sims. Like, literally, I left the house.
She playing The Sims the whole day.
Literally, I left the house, Rachel was playing The Sims, I came back, Rachel was playing The Sims.
You went to the fucking Louvre and Rachel hasn't moved.
No,
in 9 hours.
essentially.
She had a very simple day.
Diana.
God damn it. So, okay. So, you know, like I said that James, you know, like didn't like ever really come around, right? So it just so happened that night, James decided to come around and to hang out with us.
Who's James?
James is the dude who has the room in the actual apartment. He's one of the 4...
He's
the roommate that
his
never goes.
girlfriend?
Yeah.
Ew.
Leave James out of this.
Me and Diana are incels.
Yeah, we don't like to hear about that.
Yeah, we hate hearing about love.
Anyway, so, you know.
It was a good ASMR though.
Can we make an ASMR where I just throw full water bottles at the floor?
Love it.
So, you know, like James is there, and so Anis is like girl person that he's seeing at the moment, like, you know, comes in, and so also their friend Amira, I don't remember exactly which one it was, but so like she comes through as well. So it's like all of us, right? So like we're going out for that night, and so so I do Rachel's makeup, and so in the beginning of everything, like Rachel went to me.
You should say that you do makeup professionally.
Oh yeah, I'm a makeup artist. So
around New York and
in New York and Manhattan and stuff.
Hire me.
Such and such.
Give me work. Pay me some monies. So, you know, I did her makeup, whatever, and she was like, we're gonna take MDMA. And I was like,
hell yeah.
I was like, okay. So we did, and so we went out, and
you're in Paris, France, high on MDMA,
yes.
Walking around with strangers that they crash in their bed.
Literally, yes, and they became my family, and I love them so much. And so we went out by the La Seine, which is like the main river that like cuts through Paris. So it's like all of us. It's me, Rachel, Anis, James, Amira, and Siobhan. Anis is like
all these people you knew for literally less than 3 days.
Literally, less than a day at the time.
Wow.
So we're all like sitting there by like the water and whatever, and so like, it's really really cute because it's like open carry there of like alcohol and stuff. So like everyone's there with like, you know, like just like drinking.
I love Paris.
It's like, and it's like really cute because like everyone's out there with like their speakers playing music, and there's like a bunch of bars up and down the thing, and like everything's just like really sweet and like, you know, like lovely, and they like, you know, bars are up and down there.
But open carry means something completely different.
Yes,
in Paris,
it does.
huh?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So we're all just like sitting there, like, you know, like they're all just drinking. Me and Rachel are on another level of existence. And Anna's just like, oh, like, Veli, play some music. And so I was like, okay. And so I put on one song by Khalid, which is the song Saved. And then he went to me and he was like, oh, can you put on the song Location after? And I was like, hell yeah, I can.
Wait, he knew the artist?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the day before at the canal, like we, like after we got out of the bar or whatever, or like 5 a.m, we were like playing music, and that came up, and he was like, oh my god, I love Khalid. And I was like, oh my god, me too. And so like, we were playing that like while we were like sitting there, and he's like wanted me to like play like all of my music, and so I just like gave him my phone. I was like, play whatever you want to, and he loved everything.
And you were like, oh my god.
Yeah, and it was like so cute, and it was like really really adorable and lovely. And so like, we were sitting there for a while, and we were like, just having a good time, like, and it was just like so sweet because like we were all just like there together. So beforehand, before we had left the house, I was doing Rachel's makeup, and so Anis came to me and so goes, oh, what do you guys think of Siobhan? So what do you guys think of her? Siobhan's the name of the girl, you know, that you were seeing. And it was like really, really cute because I was just like, oh, you like care about my opinion even though you've known me for literally for a day. Like the way that they just like welcomed me in was like a little family, you know, and like I was like a part of that, like so, like just like that, you know, it was like so sweet and just so lovely. I cried like several times during this trip, mind you, because like I was just like so thankful and gracious of like everything that they were doing for me.
I did that when I went to Seattle, just the kindness that people show. Oh my god, it makes me so emotional. And people open their homes to me and they don't even know me.
Exactly. So we were like, you know, we were like sitting by the river, and like everything was going really nice. So we ended up splitting up, and me and Rachel went out to some clubs, and they were kind of like, meh, whatever. So we went back to the place, and so Rachel wanted to go hang out with this one dude, and so I was literally just like in her apartment, like alone, like by myself, with like Anis like in the other room with like his girl person. I was like laying there, I was like, this is a strange scenario. I'm alone in a person's apartment. Alone. Just me.
You could literally steal anything.
I could just steal the entire room. But I thought to myself earlier on in the day that she was like, oh, just leave her backpack here. Like, my backpack had everything of my belongings. Like, my passport, like, all of the things that I would need to, like, be able to leave the country. I was like, and I thought to myself, I was like, wow, we really trust each other after literally less than a day of knowing each other. Love that. Love everything about that.
I love it too, but like also I would never do that here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it. If you saw somebody just sitting at the top of the steps, like, would it lead up to you talking to them?
No, I would be so fucking
home?
hostile. I'd be like, what are you doing?
Same.
Like, isn't that crazy?
Because they're probably being shady.
Yeah,
in
completely.
most scenarios, and it's just like I've shared beds with people and just been like, ew.
Literally, yeah.
I hate you.
And then here I am, like, hello. Yeah. But then afterward, you know, like, I, like, woke up the next day. I literally woke up to her playing The Sims again. And I went out to the front. I did this one little painting for her, like, for, like, the...
you got to paint while you were there?
Yeah, I had a little, like, travel watercolor thing of, like a little, like, wooden box of, like, different, like, travel-sized brushes that were really beautiful, and also, like, a thing of, like, watercolor and, like,
That's
a little palette.
Cute.
So I did her, like, a really fast painting, just, like, you know, it's like a thank you, like, you know, whatever. She really loved it. And, you know, so after that, we were going to meet up later on in the day, but it ended up being that I didn't have enough time because I went to the Musée d'Orsay, which was really, really beautiful. I saw a lot of really fantastic artworks there. It was actually just like a 15-minute walk away from the Louvre, and I personally like it way better. Like, it's like way more interesting.
It's got little arts of different... That one, the other one's like famous arts.
Yeah. Like, yeah. I mean, like, the other one has, like... The Musée d'Orsay has famous arts, too, but it's, like, more, like, expansive. Like, it has a lot of different things for, like, everybody, you know? The Louvre reminds me of, like, the Met, and, like, that it has, like, a lot of things from, like, everywhere, but, like, not specific points of interest, except for, like, very specific pieces of artwork that are famous. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, you know, went to the Musée d'Orsay, whatever. Didn't have time to go to the catacombs. I was so sad.
Ew.
I couldn't go.
Ew. But can we go to Paris and get lost in the catacombs and die?
Yeah.
But first, let's go clubbing and meet some Parisians. And that's what it's called. Bitch.
Really?
Yeah, Parisians. And
I didn't know that.
And then they will bring us into their home and we'll be like kooky and great. Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna go die in the catacombs.
You have to be cool and Veli for them to invite you in.
I am cool.
Make me laugh like this hard. Oh my god, cool.
Everyone says, who's this doofus? Let's bring her along. That's what they say about me.
That's probably what they said about me, too.
Diana, Veli would say, hey, I know she's really awkward and cringy.
I am not awkward, nor am I cringy.
Can my friend Diana go?
Okay.
I'm more
I guess so. What Pokemon are you most like?
Glaceon.
Oh, sure. Make me laugh so hard. Oh my god.
Alright, then who am I?
I'm literally honking. You're oddish, dude.
No way, bitch!
Veli's Growlithe.
No, I'm not. I'm literally Ralts, thank you.
I don't know that.
You're like a teeny little...
Psychic little baby, sexy baby.
Yeah.
Wait,
sexy baby.
on 3, say who I am. 1, 2,
Bitch.
Voltorb.
bitch. Oh, Voltorb bitch, dude? Like an angry explosion.
You're Voltorb because you're dumb and I hate you and get away from me and go fucking explode.
And I'm begging around and I roll around.
And you have a big fucking circle head.
Kaboom.
I'm really angry eyebrows.
Kaboom. Yeah, so my trip was good.
How was the ride back?
It was like fun.
Oh, wait, you had to go from Paris to Italy.
Yes.
And then Italy to the US?
No, so I went from Paris back to Italy, and then about a week later, not even a week later, like 4 days later, I had to go from Italy to Zurich, Switzerland, back to the US.
Ooh.
Wow, you went fucking everywhere.
Switch. You switch. He had a switch.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, so that was my whole trip. It was good. I really enjoyed it. I really loved it.
Sounds like you hated everything except Paris.
Paris was great. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Italy can go suck a fucking fat one.
And I can't believe they lied to me about their fucking platform sneakers. I have to say, fuck Italy, too.
Fuck it.
Fuck a world. I need to go pee.
Get that piss flowing, dude. Who's your favorite Alice in Wonderland character?
Alice.
Who's your second favorite?
Alice.
Yeah.
No.
Alice, but
Listen.
The fucking deer. When she goes into... Okay, and through the looking glass, when she goes through the forest, then they all forget everything and who they are, and she meets this deer, and she becomes friends with the deer, and then they just hold...
Who is your third favorite?
My third favorite?
Yeah.
That one's hard. What was the knight that tells the Humpty Dumpty
What was your
thing?
fourth favorite character in Alice in Wonderland? Disney's Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, Disney's Alice in Wonderland? Well, you had to specify. I like... Fuck. I don't know what that means. I literally have no idea. The March Hare. I really like the March Hare.
Oh, the March Hare was my favorite. Oh my god, I dressed as the March Hare last Halloween.
I was gonna be the March torch hair this last Halloween, but I didn't do
Well,
anything.
guess what? You were late!
Oh,
That was funny.
What's your fifth favorite?
Any Alice in Wonderland?
Disney's Alice Wonderland, Diana! Look!
The dormouse.
No!
Put the hat on. Get into the pot, bro.
Bro, get into my fucking pot, bro!
What
I like the little bitch king. The little bitch
What
king.
is your
the bitch king that
what
just crawls
number?
around and goes to the queen and she's like, I'm gonna kill
Diana,
everybody.
okay, question. What number of favorite character is the Mad Hatter for you?
Like 10? I don't know. I don't like him in Disney. I like when he's sexy.
What is...
When is he sexy?
Not in Disney ever, but it's just like sometimes you'll see like an anime thing and then the Mad Hatter's sexy and he's like, I'm gonna fuck Alice. Yeah, it's like adult Alice.
This is like my fanfic. My dad.
No, but like, yeah. I also like sexy Cheshire.
When I when I first got my phone, you know how your keyboard kind of like learns from you as you go? When I first got my phone and I was trying to type Diana, it would say Dijon, like mustard.
Okay, but why does that have to do with the Mad Hatter?
Well, I looked at my phone for a second.
Can I tell my story now?
Yeah, what the fuck just happened?